clarity is such a huge topic that I thought I'd shoot a bonus follow-up video for you. One of the greatest things that you could take the time and gain clarity around is what success means for you. And I'll tell you, so few people do this in life, and as a result, they wind up going through life feeling frustrated, unfulfilled, and what I found is that people, when it comes to success, they have this idea that success has to do with arriving at a certain place, a destination in life. For example, I'll feel happy and successful when I get that job or have that paycheck or get that house or I'm in that relationship. You know, I'll be happy and successful when you fill in the blank. And success is not so much about the destination as it is about the journey. Success is about moving, just feeling like you're making forward progress in things that are meaningful and purposeful to you. The happiest people, the people that feel most successful in life, are not the ones that get to a certain destination that they thought was going to give them a sense of feeling or success, but it is the ones who are on that journey towards what is meaningful and purposeful to them. And I'll give you a great example. There was a bunch of guys who got together and they left Los Angeles. They were going to road cycle, so on bicycles, road cycles. They were going to go from Los Angeles all the way to Delaware. It took them 3 to 4 months to do this. And as you can imagine, on that journey, they had so many different experiences, pains, near misses, flat tires. They had to pull together, unify, and the camaraderie was deep. And what they experienced together was incredible on the journey. They get to the destination, Delaware, celebrate, fly back home. They scattered. And within 2 weeks, a couple of handfuls of the guys were diagnosed as being clinically depressed. What happened? The journey stopped. There was no more sense of, I'm making forward progress towards something meaningful and purposeful. And so don't get me wrong, the destination is important because without the destination, there would be no journey. But your success is more tied to the journey than it is the destination. There was a recent study done on those who have amassed a liquid net worth of $20 million or more. The question, what do you regret the most about acquiring that wealth? The number one answer, what I had to give up in order to gain the wealth. And what they gave up was the relationships that were most important to them. Their marriages and their kids, their family. They lost it in exchange for the wealth. And they said it just wasn't worth it. And so I don't want you to get the idea that success is tied to just wealth. As a matter of fact, as you work on gaining clarity on what success is for you, let me give you 8 forms of wealth. Now, this isn't from me. I got this from a podcast that I recently listened to called The School of Greatness. Highly recommend that to you. There was an interview done by Gino Wickman was being interviewed. Gino Wickman wrote Traction, Rocket Fuel, and those books. And he said this, there's 8 forms of wealth, and I journaled them. I'll read them off to you. Number 1 is self-mastery. Leonardo da Vinci said there's no higher form of mastery other than self-mastery, and that is over mind and emotion. Okay, so number 1 form of wealth, self-mastery. Number 2, family, deep family relationships. Number 3, your own physical health. What does it matter how much money we have if we're not healthy enough to enjoy it? Number 4 was your craft, falling in love with what you do, your craft. Number 5 was wealth. Wealth is important because it gives you freedom and options and philanthropic work. Number 6 was adventure. And number 7 was your circle of genius. I love that one. And that was all about getting rid of toxic relationships and surrounding yourself with people that cheer you on and make you better, that challenge you in good ways. And then finally, number 8 was service, contribution back to the world. So I want you to think about those things as you go to work and define what success is for you. And I want you to make it more about the journey, that is forward progress. So when you look at my definition of success, it has to do with ongoing personal growth, ongoing development of deeper family connection and relationships. It's ongoing work, not so much the destination. I hope that helps. Happy trails and travels on your road to defining what success is for you, my friend.